Larian and Rudy. Hey guys, it is Larian and Rudy. And this is our first episode of Larian and Rudy After Dark. As you can see, today's topic is how to not have sex before marriage. Before we start, listen, this whole series is going to be part of our relationship series. And it is catered to those who are either thinking about getting married or, on their way to getting married, whatever. Well, obviously this one isn't for you if you're already married. But basically it's not for little kids. So, if you're under the age of 14 is a good age, right, Rudy?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, if you're under the age of 14, I suggest that you do not watch this because you don't need to watch it and it's going to be too advanced for you. So we love you, but we'll see you next time. I don't want your parents to come after me. So, okay. So the reason that I wanted to start with this topic is that we get that question a lot. And it seems to be the consensus that people just don't know how to wait, and I'm speaking about Christians. If you're a Christian, then you should have the belief that sex is for the context of marriage and marriage only. So therefore, if you're not married, how do you not have sexy time? So the number one thing, what do you think the number one thing is, Rudy?
Don't go over the other person's house.
I mean, that's in there somewhere, but I think number one is make sure you have a secure relationship with God. Now, I understand that Christianity isn't the only religion that believes in waiting before marriage, but we're Christians, so obviously we can only speak from the standpoint of Christians, right? Yeah. So, number one, make sure that you have a good relationship with God, because if you don't have a good relationship with God, it's going to be incredibly difficult to wait. Number two, you need an accountability partner. You need someone who's going to give you a slap on the hand if you consider messing up.
Wait, and that partner is not the person you're getting married to?
No. You said that on purpose?
Half and half.
Yeah, no, Rudy. Alright, listen. We waited until marriage, but the thing is, I didn't like the way we waited until marriage. Our whole process could have been fine-tuned, and it could have been a lot easier for us if we had someone on YouTube
that told us
to tell us.
Can't say only YouTube.
Yeah, it's a joke. Yeah, I'm kidding. But if someone had said, Larian, this is how you wait, then it probably would have been easier instead of having to guess. So based on that whole struggle, well, I wouldn't really call it a struggle, but based on that whole process, this is how I'm coming up with the steps. Okay, so have an accountability partner. That could be either your youth pastor or someone who's not going to be afraid to tell you, listen, you're doing the wrong thing. Like maybe your best friend, if your best friend is that kind of person, you know what I mean? Okay, so once you have that accountability partner, then the next step is you actually have to discuss with your partner, your boyfriend or your fiance. Well, it should be your boyfriend first. Listen, we're not gonna have sex until we're married. That's actually one of the first conversations that Rudy and I had. Like off the get-go, he already knew Larian's not gonna have sex with me.
Well, I mean, I already knew because it was already something that I knew for myself. So it wasn't a surprise.
Yeah, like he knew that I was a Christian and just the way I carried myself and stuff like that. He knew that he wasn't gonna get it. So it has to be discussed. Don't wait until the third date. Don't wait until the fifth date. Don't wait until he puts a ring on your finger. Say, hi, my name is Larian and I'm not gonna have sex. That's a joke. Just, on the first day you guys are out to dinner, you're talking about stuff, you're talking about your life goals, you're talking about your relationship with God, you're talking about anything. Just sneak it in there somehow, but it has to be said because you don't want to string the guy along or anything like that. So you gotta let him know. It's like if you knew that your left eye didn't work all the time, right? That's something really important that this guy gotta know. What if his left eye doesn't work all the time? Now you're both legally blind. Was that a stupid? I
Well,
couldn't think of anything
I
else.
mean, it depends what you were trying to connect that to. I don't know what you were trying to.
Like, it's something important. Choosing abstinence is something that's very important, and you want to let all of this stuff out of the bag. I'm using the wrong terminology. You need to let him know, girls and boys. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. Some women make the mistake of telling them too late, and by then you're already emotionally invested. You guys already love each other and all that. He kisses really good and you don't want to let him go, and then all of a sudden, dude, I can't do this. He's gonna be like,
Why, girl? What you mean? It's been 9 weeks and we ain't done nothing yet.
no, and he's upset, and then you guys break up. So you could have saved yourself all that trouble if you told him from the beginning. Okay, so now that you guys are together, he already knows that you're not gonna do it. The next thing is, what did you say, dear?
Try not to go over the other person's house without someone else there.
I mean, I wouldn't say all that. You could still go to the person's house, because honestly, I was at Rudy's house all the time because I don't know what was going on. Our parents trusted us way too much.
I mean, yeah, they knew us very well.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Not all parents can do that with their children.
yeah, you shouldn't even trust your own self, because you never know what you could
Yeah.
end up doing. So listen, if you're gonna go to the person's house, because honestly, Rudy and I started dating in June. By October, it got really cold. We could no longer hang out at the park, so his house was like the only place I could go to. But
That was close to her job.
well, that was just close in general. I
Yeah.
mean, we had nowhere else to go. What we're gonna do, hang out at McDonald's? So we were here.
Like
But the thing
McDonald's.
is,
Hate
don't find yourself in compromising positions. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are gonna make out, obviously, because you're in a relationship. Unless you're like, you guys are probably gonna make out. Don't make out lying down, okay? Don't do things that are kind of leading into the intercourse, because it's called intercourse because it's like a playground, you know? Like, or what's it called where they have the baton? It's like a baton race, or no, it's like an obstacle course, okay? The finish is sex, okay? So first you do this, then you do that, then you do that. You might want to do that, but you might do that first, you know what I mean? And then, but in the end, you're gonna have sex. So don't think that it's all of a sudden you find yourself naked and boom, we're having sex. No, it always starts out, well, it usually starts out the same way. So therefore, don't get into that starting position. Don't be on your mark to ready, set, go if you're not trying to go. You know what I mean? That was good, right, Rudy? Yeah, don't find yourself in compromising positions. Just always be conscious. Don't let yourself become so drunk in love that you forget who you are and what your purpose is and what the purpose of your relationship is and all that stuff, you know? Always be conscious. He starts to touch you a certain way, you start to touch him a certain way, you're doing things, you're feeling certain feelings. Know that and know what it can lead to. And once you're always conscious, once you're always thinking, it kind of messes it up. And that's a good thing if you're not married, because then you won't fall into sin. Remember, I'm not going to try to sugarcoat this, because if you're watching this video, it's probably because you're trying to figure out how to wait. I should have said, number one, fornication is a sin, right? That's like the big scare. But it's like, I'm saying that on purpose. I don't want to sugarcoat it. It's a sin. And you know what happens when you sin and you're unrepentant. Do I have to say it? Do I have to say it, Rudy? Sin is bad. So therefore, if fornication is a sin, it's bad to do it. Don't do it. Okay? And we're just trying to help you to not do it. I think we said everything that we need to say. Do you have anything to add, dear? This is a weird position for me. From a guy's perspective, what would you say would be easy for you? Or what would have made it easier for you to
What
wait?
would have made it easier?
Yeah.
Well, for me, I don't really know what would have made it easier, but what helped me was definitely church, talking about it. You know, some churches don't really hit that topic as much, or certain youth groups don't really go over it, but I'm glad, you know, I did hear it at, you know, either a youth convention or something, or at the churches I've been to. I've heard it, absorbed it, and maybe I didn't fully understand it because everybody was young around that time. But that doesn't mean that I didn't receive it. Just having that with me, and when certain situations are coming up, it's just like, not supposed to really be here, or that's not gonna really work right now, or that might be a little bit quick, that's too fast, and I mean, it's not weird. I mean, yeah, I'm a guy, but that doesn't mean anything. I respect myself, and I respect my future wife. I'm talking as if I was back then.
Yeah, I think that the problem with guys waiting, they think that if they wait, then it makes them less of a man,
Yeah, they shouldn't, don't feel like you're less of a man. If anything, you being able to withstand that, which is extremely difficult as a man, makes you a man.
Yeah, it makes you more of a man.
It's hard when you've never done it before, but it's all around you, It's even harder if you kind of tapped into that. You want to stay away from it now because you know that you feel like you've made a mistake, you've repented and all that. That's an even tougher journey.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be around you, and you've had a taste. You know what it feels like.
Yeah.
And you want out, but you also want in. It's really confusing. It's hard. You just have to find the right people to be around. Friends have to respect you, respect your decision, which makes it even easier for you. I mean, I know my friends never bothered me. They saw it. They knew. They never bothered me. And when it came time to for me to get married, like it was like a week or two before the wedding, they of course my friends got together. They kind of they teased a little bit, but in a friendly way, because
they teased you.
They not really tease, but it's just like hey, you did your thing. You kept your promise, So this, that, and that. And it's just like, alright, cool.
It reminds me of the drug methamphetamine. I learned in health class that when a person tries methamphetamine for the first time, there's a 98% chance that that person's gonna be hooked to it.
Oh, because they're pretty much trying to chase that first high.
So it's even more difficult to not do it after you've done it once. So think of it as that drug that you don't want to get hooked to. And don't say, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna do it this one time. We're gonna get married next week. I'm just gonna do it this one time. No, just wait. Wait until you stand before all those people, your friends, your family, everybody you love. You standing before God and you're making a vow. Then you have the permission to go do what you want. Yeah. But what's important is, even if you have not waited until marriage, don't feel like, oh my gosh, they're basically saying that I'm going to hell. I can't do this anymore. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't not do it, Larianne. Listen, that's not how it works. You can easily, well, it's not easy. I just told you it's like getting hooked to drugs. Just, if you want to stop, you can stop. I mean, it's gonna be very difficult, but don't beat yourself up. I know of a lot of Christians who have had sex before marriage and they're ashamed. And the fact that you feel guilt is actually a good sign, because it means that you have a conscience and the Holy Spirit is within you, and that's a good thing. So the next step is just to repent. Just don't do it anymore. Try your best not to do it. It's always easier when you have someone to give your account to, an accountability partner. And that's it. Like, I know of a few people, like, when they tell me stuff that they've done, I give them the look. Like, I don't condone your sin, I give them a look and I make them feel bad. But I'm only doing that because I want you to know that I don't condone it. You and I both know that it's wrong. So stop, please, for your sake. And that's really all I have to say. I feel like this video is extra long, but it's a really big topic, and you'd be surprised at how many people search for it on YouTube, dear.
Really?
There are a lot of people, that's why I wanted to talk about it. There are a lot of people out there who are just so confused. They genuinely do not know how to wait. And so they're going on YouTube trying to find out how to wait. And if that's how you stumbled on this video, then hello.
And it's hard because everybody has their own journey. I mean,
yeah.
Like, yeah, you know, Larry and I we are a couple. We went out with each other. We got engaged and then we got married. But, you know, when it comes to that part, you know, we're trying to save ourselves. That journey, I only could do it by myself. She can only do that part by herself, you know. And me making a mistake ruins both our journey. It's not easy. That's what I'm saying. It's not easy. Who knows what's happening in school? Who knows what kind of people you're coming into contact with at school?
And that's important too, dear. I'm sorry, I was gonna say that before. Your friends are everything. Friends make a huge difference. If your friends are, you know, saying, oh girl, you know who I slept with last night? Or, oh girl, you know I'm about to have sex with now? You're gonna feel pressure to do it. So be careful of the friends that you choose. Continue, dear. You forgot what you were gonna say. I'm sorry.
That's cool. I mean, but that's, I guess you touched on that. That's pretty much it.
Well, that's it. Listen, I'd love for you guys to give us topics to talk about. Obviously, we're not just here to talk about sex because there are more important things in life to talk about. So please either leave a comment below with your questions. You can email us at mamalarj@gmail.com. And if you're gonna tweet us, then you can use the hashtag RudyAnnAfterDark. All of that information will be in the description box of this video. And I look forward to your question, boys and girls. I would love to do this series once a week, and the videos will always be posted late at night. Late at night bueno. But obviously they'll be available, you know, whenever. We'll see how it goes. If you guys have questions, we'll be answering them. And if I can think of anything, then I'll be talking about it. Okay, Rooney? Mm-hmm. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds fun.
Your arms look really yummy. Alright guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye!